tomorrow we're going to drop the car off to the owner. So I thought I'd better do a final video of all the bits and pieces. So the motor's a Cleveland based 427 built by Sam at Westend Performance up in Campbelltown. So then made it up to a Tremec TKO 600 as a Mal Wood kit, and we've also done the air conditioning pretty much all stock style, but with the rotary compressor rather than the piston compressor. Pretty much everything else in the bay we've kept as per original. The bracing bars, pretty much a copy of what was on the Bathurst 30 Cobras, and the ram air comes from GD Ford Performance, and then we just had to modify that to fit because of the different size manifolds and stuff. So the car's ended up with the Simmons on it. They're an 18.8 on the front, and on the rear an 18.10 with a 4-inch back spacing on the front and a 4.5 on the rear. All the stripes on this car and the Cobras and the stickers on the boot are all now under the clear. It's all been sprayed with a mask, and then the mask picked out with the two colours and then cleared over and blocked out. A little bit more work than I was planning, but definitely worth the result. So the rear spoiler is the original Cobra spoiler off the car, but we had to make all new frames underneath in stainless because the steel ones were all rusted out and bubbling all the fiberglass. And the taillights are all original in the badging, and we've just gone a bit larger on the exhaust, but I think it's fairly similar to what they had on them when they were built. The car's now running a Momo steering wheel. The owner just wanted something a bit nicer than original. Other than that, the trim, besides the gear stick knob and the trim and the Astel badge, pretty much all stock. A lot of work with these XCs to get all the plastics right. Door trims are a nice reproduction item out of Winter Products in Adelaide. And then we've re-chrome plated all of the switches and chrome handles. And then where we've had to, we've used repo products like the kick plates. All the side plastics are all new, and seat belts went over to Western Australia to be re-webbed, and the seats were all done by Global Trim down in Albury. The drip gutters are repos, and all the glass on the car is original glass, and we've repolished most of that in-house to take all the scratches out of it. This car is probably the best we've done in relation to glass and doors closing and all that sort of stuff. Everything's working how it should. A lot of work to get it to do that. Windscreen, we have a really good guy here that helps us out. Working class windscreens, put the glass in for us. And as everyone knows, the rear windows can be a real pain, and we've managed to get that to fit reasonably tight. So as you can tell, it was originally a Peter Warren car delivered. And the signature on the dash was on the car when the owner brought it to us, so fittingly we've left that there. And as everyone knows, it's Cobra number 66. And we've also opted for a black hood lining in this car, where the Cobras were a cream, and it's got a reverse camera in the mirror as well, which is a nice little touch because you can't see out of the back of these things. Everything opens and shuts nice. Just grab the key and we'll have a look in the boot. So the rear end was a stock 9-inch. Actually had a centre done with that with a strange case, and we're running 3:1. With a Truetrac, and the car also had one of the large fuel tanks, so that's still in it, so it doesn't have a spare in it at the moment, but it's got the bracket and all when that needs to happen. All of the zinc I have done the chrome from A-class metal finishes in Adelaide. I tend to use the people I've used in the past, and they've been doing my work for a very, very long time. So she's all but ready to be picked up tomorrow. I'm going to take it in an enclosed trailer down to Canberra and deliver it to the owners, and then we'll be taking it to the Summernats later in the year. Okay, thought I'd better start it for you as well, I suppose. So it's run on Holly AFI. So you may or may not hear it, it's got a very quiet electric pump. So it seems to start and go pretty good. I had it on the freeway the other day, took it in for a wheel alignment, and on the freeway at 110 k's, sorry, at 100 k's it was doing around 2 grand. And it pulls all the gears really well. It's making 575 foot-pound of torque, so pulls the gears from down low, really nice. And the 3.0s just means that it's going to be a nice car to cruise, and a fair handful if you get right into it.